get going and start with a game between Rotherham, hovering just a point above the bottom three, and second bottom Charlton. Neil Redfern has brought in 6 players so far in the January transfer window. Chris Burke, the winger on loan from Nottingham Forest, was the only one, though, to make the starting 11.
Charlton forward Igor Vetokele made a third successive start after an injury-plagued year that's been so bad that he considered quitting the game altogether. Paul Walker is your commentator at the New York Stadium.
Rotherham United, 5 home wins this season, 2 draws, 7 defeats, but they have got it together here of late. Beat Brighton in their last home game and also seen off Hull City as well, so they've shown they can mix it with the teams at the top end of the table. Burke can't gather it, away by Jackson. Makienok's flick, pounced on by Burke, an opportunity for Charlton to get forward here. It'll run here to Makienok! Oh, what a goal! What a start for Charlton! Recalled to the side, and the Great Dane has provided the breakthrough. It's not often these days that Charlton have something to cheer, but they have now. The game less than 4 minutes old, and Simon Makienok gives Charlton the lead. It's a brilliant finish into the corner. Side foots it beyond Lee Camp. Well, plenty for Neil Redfern to contemplate in the first 10 minutes or so in this. His team a goal down. Cousins. Lifted long by Lennon. Away by Mattock. It's a good flick on there from Danny Ward. Might break for Grant Ward. Here's Paul Green. Danny Ward, man over on the right-hand side. It's Burke. Is this the leveller? Oh, you bet it is! On his home debut, Chris Burke levels the scores at the New York Stadium. Charlton's lead lasted only 6 minutes. And the Championship's leakiest defence has been breached again. Jose Riga, appointed earlier this month. He had a great record, actually, when he came in last time to save Charlton from the drop. 24 points from 16 matches. Only Leicester City, during that run, picked up more points than Charlton did, and they need that kind of run again. Cousins for Charlton. Good ball into Goodmanson. Has he got the legs to beat Broadfoot? He has. Vetokele's in the middle for him! He has got his goal! Igor Vetokele with his first of the season. Charlton back in front in the final minute of the first half. Well, he's been threatening to do this, Vetokele. He has been a nuisance. Great run from Goodmanson, terrific ball, and Vetokele couldn't miss. Charlton back in front, and a game they really have to win. Right in front of the Charlton fans as well. Perhaps playing away from home is helping this Charlton team, given all the off-field things that have been going on, the protests against the owner, Roland de Châtelet. Perhaps it's enabled them to play with a bit more freedom, but it's Rotherham playing with freedom here. It's Danny Ward. He'll try and bend one. Oh, good save. Oh, we were right behind that one. That was flying into the far corner, but Stephen Henderson got across quickly. It's gone loose, and this is Smallwood. It's a good ball out wide to Mattock. 4 red shirts to aim at in the middle. Can he find one of them? It's Clark Harris, it's Bacchio! Oh, what a chance that is. It rather bounced up at him, but it's got to go down as a good chance. Makienok. Vetokele managed to roll Rawson, and he's drawn the foul out of the Rotherham defender as well. How big a moment will this be for Charlton? It's Jackson! It's a good save from Lee Camp, managing to tip it away to safety. Well, he got everything right here, the Charlton captain, over the wall. He's bending just under the bar, and Camp able to deal with it. Goodmanson's corner. Makienok's header! He's got his second of the day! Huge goal for Charlton! Massive goal! The value of it cannot be underestimated. It gives Jose Riga's men a 2-goal cushion. Lofted long, Johnson Clark-Harris going after it. He's got great pace, this young man. And he's got the pace to beat Teixeira. He goes down in the box, and it's a penalty. It's a game that's had plenty of twists and turns, and there's another one. Rotherham handed a route back into the match just 3 minutes after Charlton went 3-1 ahead. From a Rotherham point of view, this needs to go in. It's Clark-Harris, and he's missed. It's an awful penalty. It is a terrible strike. Well, it's got shades of Chris Waddle. No other way to describe it. That is a poorer penalty as you'll ever see. Well, we've seen a lot of protests in recent weeks down at the Valley. They might not be protesting with their voices today, but still making their feelings known. The Charlton fans about the owner, Roland de Châtelet, and Catrian Meyer, who also is part of the top brass at the Valley. Sent in by Shinnie. Header, a goal. Brilliant save, Henderson. To deny Becchio, I think it was. What a save. Great header from Becchio. And look how well Henderson does to get down low. Goodmanson again. Guchanachad. Goodmanson. Might fancy going for a fourth here. Pushed on to Lookman. This to really put the icing on the cake. And the young man has done it. A day to remember for Charlton. A day to remember for young Ademola Lookman. 4 goals away from home for Charlton Athletic. And they have secured an almighty win. Goodmanson knocks the ball on, and the young man does brilliantly. Sticks it in the corner, cool as you like. Well, they'll not forget this in a hurry. It puts Charlton right back into the survival mix.
It seems to be a relationship that just works. Why do you think that is?
It's too early to be sure that it worked. But, you know, they know one thing, that I will do everything. I'm happy for the winning of today, but I'm thinking on the future and to be able to achieve what I'm looking for. I think it's a normal, natural relation based, of course, on a success story last time. And I want to try to write the same story this time.
You know, penalties are black and white. If they finish in the back of net, it's a good penalty. If it's saved and missed, then it's a bad penalty. And obviously at that point in time, it maybe would have done. You know, it would have been interesting to see how Charlton had coped with it. But you know, we've shown mental toughness in games we've had like this before against people like Bolton and Bristol City and come out on top. But today, you know, we looked short of that.
First win in 12, first under Jose Riga as well since he returned. Chris Powell, last time you were in here, it was all doom, gloom and protests. A lot better today. They looked a lot more like a team today, I thought, Charlton.
They did, and a huge result for them, especially with what's been going on off the field. Games like this, you have to get your wins against teams in and around you. So for them to go to Rotherham, to score 4 goals, gets their goal difference down. But in light of what's been happening, they just need a bit of stability. And obviously wins will always change the mindset of fans, without a doubt. And the fans will be mightily happy with what's happened today. Well,
2 of those 4 goals came from Makienok. I don't know what you make of him, but he divides opinion, I think, a bit amongst fans.
He has done at Charlton, because I think they expected more from him. But a good finish there today. He's a player, like you say, has divided opinions, but if he can carry on like this in the second half of the season, he'll win them all over for sure. And this header's a good header, good movement. He's 6'8", so you want him to dominate in both boxes, but especially in the opposing box, you want him to come up with goals like that. And if he does that, they'll definitely win games more often than not.
The club communicated a few things during the week coming out of a fans forum, amongst them that Riga, they think, has the knowledge and experience to get the club out of trouble. On Roland Duchâtelet, well, he might not go to the games, but he sees them all, he's invested money, so he's not walking away. The fans might not be behind the hierarchy, they are behind the team, and we saw at the end of the game as well, the team very much with the fans. They went to thank them to try and stick together, I guess.
Yeah, well, the club's always been built on that, the relationship between the fans and the team, and they've obviously been very unhappy recently. But if they put in performances like that, Jose knows the league, which is important. I think the people and managers that have been in previously, didn't know the league. He knows the league. He's been, even though it was half a season, he knew exactly what they needed to stay up, and they're going to have to do that again.
He knows the league, he knows the club as well, he knows the expectation of the fans, which haven't been met because they have been on this poor run of form. How difficult is it for them to go in, Lee, and him and his staff to go in and change this losing mentality and pick the players up again?
Well, I think obviously today's a massive catalyst for that, isn't it? And if you can get that feeling and the spirit back amongst the fans and the players, then you can go and win games. And obviously it's a great win for them today, a good away win with 4 goals can only stand them in good stead to go on a little run.
Absolutely, and as you say, maintaining that relationship with the supporters is crucial, as we saw them doing towards the end of the game. Coming up next...